Hey everyone, it's Eric, and as I was telling in a couple of earlier video logs, we're going to be building this 1966 Parisienne. It's a Canadian-only Pontiac, which is a little on the rare side. It's actually a bad frame on it, but other than that, it's not too bad. It does smell like hantavirus, and then some. It is nasty inside. Anyways, here's a better view of the vehicle itself. Like I said, it's a 1966 Pontiac Parisienne. It's a two-door fastback model, and it's actually pretty solid. Had some questionable bodywork in the past. As you can see, the interior is all there. The mice have been chewing on some stuff, but it's actually in pretty decent shape. Oh yeah, and yeah, it smells bad. And let's open the windows. Oh, okay, that window doesn't want to go down any more than that. Oh, it's making my eyes water. Oh, it smells like mouse urine that's been baking in the sun. Anyway, she's been sitting here for a while. Whew. It's not so bad until you stick your head in it, and then it just, oh, it's rancid. Oh, man, that stinks. But there actually isn't any trunk in this thing. So, the mice just climb right up into it. It's been cut out when they're doing the body work. But it's actually not so bad. Windshield's busted. Those are pretty tight. But power steering, power brakes, 283, it's all there. Still coolant in it. That's not bad. I messed with it just a little last year, trying to figure out if we could get any fuel from it. It wasn't happy, so the starter on it's no good. So I haven't even been able to turn it over. The air cleaner's actually rusted out, which I've never seen before. It had a huge mouse nest in it, which I've already removed, but that choke is stiff but not frozen. We're gonna see if we can get it started, but someone swapped an HEI in it. Pretty solid though. I'm just waiting for some friends to get over here so we can move it in to the shop and actually work on it. Anyways, this is what we're gonna be working on next. The truck's on a hiatus while I look for some parts for the frame. Unfortunately, around here, the part that I need, which is the rear cross member, which is shaped like an X and only made out of sheet metal, they tend to be pretty badly rusted. This car here is not in too bad a shape, but the frame is pretty sad, and it's gonna either need a lot of work or replacing. I'm leaning on replacing it because of this. I have picked up another frame for this. As you can see, it's been sitting here a little bit too. This is actually a convertible frame, which has a wider cross section, and it's also a few years newer, so that rear section is a little bit different. It is from a similar car. This is a 1969 Parisienne frame. It's still drum brakes, still a 10-bolt rear end. It's basic, but it does have some changes to the front suspension geometry for the better, unlike the 65-66, which has some weird Ackerman issues. This frame is super solid. That is the worst spot on the entire frame. But there's another 10-bolt in it. And this is what we're going to use, so I'm going to order some body mounts pretty soon. I also have this. This is a 65 Parisienne. That is the parts car for the 66. I actually like the 65 Friend a lot better, so I think I'm going to try to swap that in. This one is no frame at all left in it. No floor, no trunk. The engine's just kind of sitting there. It's a 305 from the 70s. This windshield was given to me by a guy I know. It is the right windshield for these cars, so it is actually the tinted glass too, which we'll throw in the other car. The interior on this thing is more than a little trashed, but it has all the trim, and better than that, all the trim's in pretty decent shape. The front fenders are pretty sad, but yeah, what can you do for, I think this was a $300 car. It's made mostly of Bondo. That's locked, but as you can see, the steering wheel actually rotted off, which I've never seen before. But that's the parts car for that car. We'll go and see about getting this moved inside after I move a few cars around. Hey everyone, Eric again. It's been a few days since we pushed the car in. The Parisienne is in the shop and we start working on it, but as usual, life gets in the way. A few people have been asking me, why so long between the updates recently? And the reason is very simple. I've been doing renovations on my house, and that ended up taking a lot of my time up. And I still do have a job where I work 40 hours a week, etc. So I'm bit limited on time, and the house was doing a lot because we did electrical, plumbing, drywall, all new flooring. Like, it was a gut and redo of my main floor, but that's almost done now, so let's get back to the car stuff. Anyway, as you can see, we have the car inside. We've been not really working on it too much, just because it's been here for about a week or so, and I've been doing some other stuff. We got the hood off of it, so we can work on it easier. We're just going to pull the entire front clip off in one piece. The rad's been drained. Basically, we've been fighting with a couple of bolts because, of course, this car's been sitting for probably 5 or 10 years. And we've actually been trying quite hard to not destroy everything. It's actually not so bad. And now that it's not been baking in the sun, and I've been leaving it with the windows open in here, it's actually doesn't make your eyes water anymore when you're in it, but it's not that much better. You can see how long it's been sitting by the moss and lichen and mold and various crap growing on it. Some of that's just stuff, but that's actual lichen growing on the damn thing. Oh, there's that another motor we were talking about. My friend, as for his race car, he wanted painted neon green. It came out pretty cool. But the car is coming apart. I'm gonna need a trunk lid. That's still latched. There's no structure underneath anymore. But yeah, quick update. It'll be coming apart. I got the other frame out there, and we'll be doing an engine on this thing pretty quick. I'm thinking about using that 350 that is extremely rotted, because I think it'll clean up at 60. It might end up having to go 80. That early block can actually do it, but we'll see what we can do. Super cheap, very simple build. Anyways, that's where we are on the Parisienne. I'm sorry we haven't gotten too much done, but life gets in the way occasionally. I've also been working on some of the other stuff on the channel, but I'll give you that stuff in a separate update.